Hello everybody, welcome back to the Imperial Iron Gamer channel, and here we're here to talk about the latest update in Enlisted. Bombing runs have been finally reduced, people. Bring out the brandy and the champagne. Yeehaw! Now before we go into the bombing runs, just make sure to like, subscribe, and then subscribe to this channel for more Mr. content and gameplay updates and other stuff. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Now let's establish a bit of context first. Now, originally when bombing runs were first introduced, back in a Stalingrad update, they were pretty controversial within the community, even back when they were only in Stalingrad, a campaign where you had buildings so you could take cover from the bombing runs. Now, since bombing runs have been added to every campaign now, they've been caused kind of a bit of controversy until Darkflow nerfed them not only once, but twice, the second nerf being what we're talking about in this video. So, how Darkflow decided to nerf the bombing runs are via reducing the armor that the bombers have, increasing the speed of anti-air guns, and reducing the altitude that the bombers fly at, and putting markers for fighters and SPAAs and AA guns so you can see the bombers from farther away. In addition to that, though, the frequent artillery upgrade, which is a upgrade for the radio run that allows you to call an artillery faster, bombing runs included, have been changed from 8 minutes with the other upgrade, meaning that you can only call artillery every 8 minutes. And considering the fact that the average battle Enlisted lasts from like 15 to like 20 minutes max, and on average anyways, this is a very good change, and it's a change for the better, especially with how busted they were before. Yeesh, like, you could kill almost the entire enemy team with just one button, and considering how fast it takes to summon a bombing run in the first place, this is definitely something that I doubt most players will agree with, and in regards to changes regarding the bombing runs. Fighters are actually useful now, since the changes. You could actually use fighters to shoot down the bombers. Now, before the nerf, bombers were very tanky to shoot down. They were absurdly tanky, and their guns, though, could easily tear your plane to shreds. Now, since the bombers, gunners and their armor has been nerfed, you can now use fighters with guns, which is great because fighters are honestly very fun to use. And before that, they were pretty much useless at worst, and at best you only used for shooting at annoying bombers that were pelting your enemy team with 500-pound bombs or rockets. So now this is honestly a great change. However, not everyone, of course, like everything, not everyone will be satisfied with all the changes from the update. What do I mean by this? Another one of Enlisted's content creators, in fact the biggest content creator for Enlisted currently, Quadro, made a recent video talking about the nerfs to bombing runs as well. The TLDR is in his video he talked about how happy he was with the nerfs to bombers and but also how he was unsatisfied with the core issue of bombing runs not being fixed. In Quadro's eyes, he believes that the bombing runs and the core of the issue of bombing runs was at the skill issue with bombing runs. Quadro believes that the core issue with bombing runs is that they take too little skill to actually perform. Now, I respectfully disagree and believe that the core issue with bombing runs was that they were too overpowered and that they have a lack of counterplay. Now, since this issue has been fixed, so with the latest update, I honestly believe that at least for the foreseeable future that we don't have anything to worry about with bombing runs, and that our time and energy focus on more critical issues of the game, like the grind. Thank you all for watching. You all have a good day. Don't forget to smash that like button, and I'll see you next time.